Today I'm at Maitland Airport with Paul Bennett Air Shows, and I'll be flying in the T-28 Trojan. I can't tell you how excited I am. It's been one of my dream aeroplanes to go for a fly-in. I've seen these flying around for years, so come with me for the ride. I'm really excited to share it with you. The T-28 Trojan was developed after the war. 1949 was its first flight. It was primarily used during the 1950s and 60s. It saw service with the US Air Force and the US Navy. It was deployed in active combat during Vietnam. Its primary role was as a counterinsurgency aircraft, so mainly ground attack stuff. It's a very powerful engine. It's 1,200 horsepower, and the thing really flies fast. So let's go have some fun.
Guys, here I am. I'm in the back of the T-28. We're just taxiing for departure here at Maitland. I'm with Paul Bennett from Paul Bennett Air Shows, and he's got quite a few hours in this aeroplane and actually displays it for air shows. So I'm in good hands. I'm really excited to see what we can do in this aeroplane and see what it feels like. So sit back and enjoy the ride. So Paul, you do rides in this aeroplane. What can a passenger expect on one of their adventure rides?
At the moment, mate, we don't do rides in this particular aeroplane. We do them in the Wirraway and the Grumman Avenger and the Yak 52, but I have taken several people whilst been high-level practicing in this aeroplane, and it's a pretty cool machine. It travels along quite quickly. It cruises at 200 knots. But the gentleman's aerobatics are very graceful, you know, loops are big and barrel rolls are nice and comfortable. Really don't have anyone that doesn't like it, to be honest.
Fantastic.
Okay mate, so we're all good. We're just going to bring it up to 30 inches on the brakes and double check that we've got oil pressure and we're making power. Nice and steadily up to 47 inches. Get going now and the gear comes away. What's amazing takeoff. Yeah, it's a good thing. So now we're back on the climb now, so back to 36.
2360, 16, right final for runway 30, let's go.
400 RPM. And now we're on climb through 1700. Okay, you all good, Joel? All good, mate. Want to have a feel of it?
I'd love to.
Right, this is yours.
Traffic, Maitland,
Taking over.
Golf RV7, 10 miles to the
Alright, so
west.
I've got control of the plane.
Maitland at 49.
I think it's about 120 climb, best rate of climb.
Yep, that's good.
The 2,200 is it's got a kind of nice crisp feel, a little bit of lag there in the controls, but not too bad. I see what you mean about not getting above 250 very easily. Kind of hits a bit of a drag wall by the look of it.
Yeah, it's definitely better one up, and also, like for a display, I would normally start a fair bit steeper, but obviously we would go lower as well. Obviously, because of the fact there's 2 people on board, we can't go below 1,000.
Sure. You want me to go about 3.5?
Yeah, that'll be good, mate. Just come around and you can do a loop on the display line if you like.
Sure.
You'll have to put the nose down pretty good to get it there to start with, so you're in a good spot there.
Alright, I'll dive her in.
Maitland traffic,
About 4G, 3.5G.
66. 1,000 feet, 4 miles
Okay, there you
west
go.
of inbound. Maitland traffic.
Wing over around and nail on roll, okay?
Yeah, just pull it round. Back to 100 there. Yeah, just do the aileron roll, but make sure you got nose up, you know?
Okay, no worries.
Nice.
Yeah, she's lovely. Nice small birdie, aerobatic. Really, it feels like speed management is very important in this aeroplane because it doesn't accelerate that quickly unless you get the nose down.
Yeah, it just likes to be flying, mate. It's a laminate flow wing and it just likes to have air going over it. As soon as you got that little bit more speed, between 200 and 250 knots, it feels really nice. Just doesn't like being below 100.
Sure.
Traffic Foxtrot November Oscar Trojan, turns left face, runway 23. I always leave the prop out, mate. It's just much better for the engine. I'm just always ready to get it, you know, if I have to have a go around.
Yeah, that makes sense. Beautiful landing.
And we just got to now make sure we get a little bit of brake on now, just so we make sure we're going to stop. 3.5 tonne, they just feel like they want to go off the end.
Yeah, I know the feeling.
So Paul, thanks for taking me for the ride in the plane.
No worries, Joel.
It was
It's a pleasure.
fantastic.
First time we've ever flown together, mate.
It is.
All this time we're competing here. First time we've flown in the same aeroplane.
Fantastic, and what a great aeroplane, the T-28. One thing I noticed was the speed was critical. We had to be on speed, and obviously, if you pull too hard, she'll dynamically stall. It'll be ugly in that.
Yeah, you don't want to stall too low. It just likes flying at 250 knots. You know, it just doesn't like being back at 100. It's just not that sort of aeroplane, laminar flow wing. It really likes to be moving, and it's nice to fly. It's got a real nice feel when you're up around the 250. You know.
Yep.
But you know, back at 180, doesn't feel like it wants to get over.
No. It's a fairly big aeroplane, but it doesn't feel heavy on the controls. Even though there's a little bit of lag there, it's not like a Pitts or an Extra, but obviously it's got a nice feel for the size of aeroplane that it really is.
I think they're a really nice feel. I mean, I've obviously been lucky enough to fly quite a few warbirds. I think they're one of the nicest feeling aeroplanes to fly.
Yeah.
It's you know, for me, yeah, there's a bit of lag there, but it's quite responsive. You know, if you move the stick, it does happen. But you know, there's a bit of inertia. There's 3.5 tonne you've got to move. So
yep.
I find it for a warbird quite good.
Yeah,
I mean, you can notice a difference between that and the Wirraway, for example. The Wirraway's a quite nice, light, balanced feel as well.
Yep.
But it's once you've seen your 190 knots, you don't see it again. You can't get back there. Whereas with the Trojan, you start at 250. After the first figure, you finish it, and you're still 250.
Yep.
Which is convenient.
It's got great energy management.
Yeah, correct.
Cool. Well, listen, you run Paul Bennett air shows, so you do air shows all around the country in all sorts of aeroplanes. I've seen you flying the Pitts and now the T-28 and the Avenger as well. You also do adventure rides, so that's through Aero Hunter, is that correct?
Yeah, Aero Hunter Adventure Flight, so I own it. Glenn Graham runs it. He's the wingman in the Sky Aces anyway, so it works out really well. He does majority of the adventure flights. Glenn Collins also flies for me with the Warbirds. Cameron Ralph Smith, so yeah, it's all good.
Fantastic. So we've got paulbennettairshows.com.au if you want to see what you're all about, and aerohunter.com.au.
That's it, mate.
For if you want to go for a ride, it's all happening. Watch this space.
Yeah.
Cool. Well, thanks again for the great experience. And,
no worries, Joe. It's good to fly with you.
Good flying, yeah.
Cool. Good one, mate. Hope you enjoy the air show.